Idol yan si Mike. Idol yan si Mike. Idol po kayo.
Mike, congratulations.
Thanks, bro.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you. I'm here to support you.
Thank you. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
I'm here to support you.
He's obviously not the same Pacquiao that fought me, that fought the greats. I wish him the best. Be careful up there. You know, he's not young like he used to be, but I'm sure he still has that power. So anything can happen, but yeah, just be careful.
Thank you, Oscar.
The boxing icons, one gym, and a sparring session so intense it had people outside thinking an earthquake had struck. Mike Tyson unleashed his full force on Manny Pacquiao, and no one saw it coming. But don't get it twisted. This wasn't a grudge match. It was pure business. Pacquiao is officially making a comeback, and who better to sharpen his skills than Iron Mike himself? Here's how it all began. Why Tyson has suddenly stepped into a coaching role, and what Pacquiao's return could mean for the entire boxing world. First up, this isn't a casual exhibition or a light six-rounder. Pacquiao is back in full training mode, preparing for a serious fight, and the name on the table is Mario Barrios.
What's up, guys? So it looks like Manny Pacquiao is going to return thanks to Happy Punch putting out this information. Go check them out on Twitter or X. It says WBC president announces Mario Barrios, hopefully I'm saying that right, will defend his welterweight title against Manny Pacquiao in July. So Manny Pacquiao is returning and automatically getting a title shot. That doesn't seem like a fair thing to happen, but I guess that's what we're going to get. I haven't watched Manny Pacquiao in a few years. Like, I don't remember. I didn't watch his last couple fights, and but I don't think he's getting older, and yeah, maybe he can beat this guy, but I just don't think it's gonna happen. Like, I thought he retired, and now he's coming back out. All these boxers are coming back out of retirement. Tyson Fury retired, and now he's wanting a rematch against the champ again for the third time. But here we go again. Another retired boxer coming back out of retirement for a title shot that they really don't deserve because they haven't been around boxing in a while. Huh. Like, comment, and share, guys. If you want to support my channel. Shit, I can't speak. Holy crap. Anyways, bye, guys.
At 46 years old, the legendary Pacquiao is stepping into the ring for a WBC welterweight title bout against Mario Barrios on July 19th in Las Vegas. Already, the comeback is being hailed as one of the most significant events in modern boxing history. The sport's only 8-division world champion last fought professionally in August 2021, losing a decision to Yordenis Ugas, a moment many thought marked the end of his career. But now, that final chapter is being rewritten. This isn't just another fight, it's personal, and it's all about legacy. According to WBC President Mauricio Suleiman, Pacquiao's goal is to retire as a champion. He's risking everything to make that happen.
Namimiss ko kasi yung boxing eh. Either exhibition, okay lang, pag exhibition lang, ano lang. Pero sa akin, siyempre, as a boxer, gusto mong mag-world champion ulit. But I'm happy naman ako kung ano yung maging future ko, ano yung pinapabaya ko sa Panginoon. Pagkalaban ako, hindi. No problem.
Pero sir, ano na ho ba? We're leaving it out really open, come what may, or determined na tayo to return to the ring?
I cannot say determined na return, but if there's opportunity, then pwede. Pero kung wala, happy na ako mag-wing an exhibition.
Though Pacquiao waited to formally announce his return until after the Philippine elections on May 12th, the fight has already been confirmed. It will be broadcast on PBC pay-per-view via Prime Video. He has the green light from the Nevada State Athletic Commission and is reportedly in peak condition following months of private training, including custom rules bouts and an exhibition against DKU.
147, kind of a weird spot right now. We're looking at Manny Pacquiao potentially facing Mario Barrios. What do you think of that fight?
Yeah, I think that, it's a very contentious subject. Like, people moaning about Manny Pacquiao. I think Manny Pacquiao is still good enough to beat most fighters in the top 20 at 147 pounds. He's clearly not the fighter that he once was. You're not going to be at that age. My problem is that he's been inactive for quite a long time. Like we were talking about.
Pacquiao is not training full-time with Freddie Roach this time. Instead, he's been seen in Los Angeles working under the intense guidance of Mike Tyson. Yes, that Mike Tyson.
Pacquiao looks sensational in that fight. Oh, it's sensational. No fighter, and you as my witness, as any expert, no fighter looks more sensational than Pacquiao looked the other night. No fighter, name a fighter looked more sensational than Manny Pacquiao did the night he fought.
Let me sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather. How do I sneeze and say Floyd Mayweather?
All right, hey, listen. Then that shows that you're a neophyte in boxing. You know nothing about boxing.
Well, excuse me?
Because no.
What? I ain't hear you, Mike. What you say?
You don't know much about boxing.
You know what I'm talking about here.
No one said who was better. I said there's nobody in boxing that fighting that looks sensational.
Sensational.
The way that Pacquiao did against Rio.
In other words,
Why would a boxing legend like Pacquiao need Tyson in his corner? Simple. Tyson's been through it. He made a comeback of his own, stepping into the ring against Jake Paul at nearly 60 and proving he still had that raw, unshakable energy. Even though Paul walked away with the win, Tyson earned universal respect. No knockouts, no embarrassment, just pure grit. Pacquiao saw that and realized, if Mike can do it, so can I. Tyson isn't just sparring with him. He's coaching, mentoring, and pushing him. That recent sparring session, it wasn't light. It was all-out war. Tyson didn't hold back. He cut the ring off like it was 1989, cornered Manny, and unleashed a brutal body combo that forced Pacquiao to retreat, something rarely seen. But Manny fired back, his speed and reflexes still razor sharp. He landed a crisp left straight that hit Tyson clean. Tyson just smiled, no ego, just mutual respect. Make no mistake, though, Tyson took charge. He's not trying to reclaim his own legacy. He's helping others build theirs. Since fighting Jake Paul, Tyson has quietly transitioned into a mentor role, guiding young fighters. But working with Pacquiao, that's another level entirely.
21 years ago, you won your first world title as a flyweight. What do you remember about that night? And did you ever expect that you'd be fighting 147 pounders, 154 pounders?
No, I never imagined that I can fight at 154 pounds against Margarito. When I started in boxing, I will tell you this. I was 16 years old and I'm applying a license for a professional boxing. But they told me, where is your birth certificate? You cannot turn professional until you are 18 years old. Okay, 18 years old. And I said, I was 16 years old, and I said, I'm 18 years old, mom. I'm 18 years old. And then I just turning 18 years old December 17, and my fight is January 25, 1995. And then I just turning 18 years old. That's the time, and then oh, where's your birth certificate? And that time we don't have airmail or email, we don't have phone. So, oh, mom, can we just to follow the birth certificate, because I will get my birth certificate in Mindanao, which is far away in the province. So that's the story. And then but my fight, mom, is this month, January 25. So I need to get the license, because but the birth certificate will follow. And then they give me a license. Oh my god! But I have a problem when weigh-in before the fight. The minimum weight is 105, right?
Yeah.
105 at the professional. But my weight is 98 pounds.
98? Wow.
98 pounds.
Wow.
For your pro debut?
98 pounds. So
Wow.
I have a problem. I have a problem because minimum weight is 105 pounds. And then my weight is 98 pounds.
What weight was the fight supposed to be at? 105?
105.
And you're 7 pounds under?
I'm 98 pounds. So I'm thinking, okay, I will put a heavy metal in my brief. Did you?
Did you make weight?
Yeah. Of course, I will put 4 or 5 pounds.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a lot. Did you ever show them your birth certificate? Did they ever ask you?
No, when I fought after the fight,
Are you really 38?
after the fight, the game amusement board, the commission, they forgot, because they saw how I fight. Oh, they like me. They like, you're good, Paul. You're a good fighter. Thank you, mom. Thank you. And then they forgot my birth certificate is.
Till today. Now they're looking for it.
They forgot my birth certificate. So that's why I turned professional at 16. At age of 17, I become Asian champion. And at age of 18, I become world champion. Age of 18. So that fight in Thailand.
What do you remember about winning that first title when you were 18 years old?
I was underdog. Nobody cheered for me, because they think that I am a kind of opponent that should fight for the champion of Thailand. But I knock him out.
Insiders say Tyson is teaching Manny more than just power. He's instilling ring control, psychological tactics, pressure fighting, and strategic thinking. And for a southpaw like Pacquiao, that Tyson pressure style is a perfect tool to disrupt counter punchers like Barrios. This isn't random, it's a calculated move. Pacquiao is hunting redemption, and Tyson's mind may be the key. Tyson is expected to be ringside, or even in Manny's corner, come fight night.
And what do you tell him now? He's gonna be the 47th president. He's a big boxing fan.
Of course, supporting him of his administration.
Let's rewind. Tyson's recent bout with Jake Paul might show a loss on paper, but Tyson doesn't see it that way. On his podcast, he said, "Jake's got hands, but he didn't break me. I went all rounds. I made him work. I'm still a lion."
This man is an icon, and it's just an honor to be able to fight him. And he's obviously the toughest, baddest man on the planet. So it was really tough, like I expected it to be.
What is your assessment of Jake Paul, the boxer?
A very good fighter.
Do you think he deserves respect from the public?
Absolutely.
Hey, that was a good slap. I like that.
That fight gave Tyson a fresh perspective on what works in the ring in 2025. And now he's bringing that knowledge to Pacquiao's camp. Tyson isn't trying to make Manny fight like him. He's teaching him to think like him. That distinction could make all the difference. After a brutal sparring session, Tyson reportedly told Pacquiao, "You still got it, but don't fight to prove something. Fight because you know something." This comeback isn't about silencing doubters. It's about reminding the world what greatness truly looks like. Once footage from the sparring session began to leak, gritty clips, muted audio, wild exchanges, the internet exploded, Reddit threads, Twitter debates, and Instagram reels lit up. Pacquiao and Tyson, people said, "This is insane." Even UFC stars took notice. Conor McGregor tweeted, "That's some real fight energy. Respect to both legends. This wasn't just sparring, it was a statement."
If you be honest, anyway, is a lot better skilled fighter than Pacquiao at that time. A lot more complete. He's more complete of a fighter. Pacquiao is talented and he has ability, but Pacquiao's biggest thing is his heart. Like, that's what get him through a lot of shit. Because you can hit Pacquiao and never let you know it, that he's affected by it. And he'll keep coming, but he coming at a volume and at a rate, like Pacquiao set himself up for that, to be knocked out like that by Marquez. So, two different animals. Yeah, the stories are similar where they coming from lightweights and going up and beating shit up, but the skill set is way different.
And we have a chance to eclipse Manny Pacquiao, or eclipse his legacy.
Yeah, you do. Cause he gotta. Okay, so look, anyway, I don't know how tall he is, but
Pacquiao is far from finished. With Tyson in his corner, he might be more dangerous than ever. At 46, he's still shockingly sharp, both physically and technically. Footage from training shows him moving with the same in-and-out footwork, cutting, angles, and unloading those signature flurries that overwhelm opponents. His hand speed remains elite, especially at welterweight. But it's not just speed, it's timing. He still knows how to bait counters, slip around guards, and pivot to create openings mid-combo. His conditioning, top tier. He's sparring rounds with younger fighters, throwing volume punches without fading. The cardio, the muscle memory, the fight IQ, it's all still there. His reflexes may have dipped slightly, but his pattern recognition, trap setting, and level mixing are sharper than ever. Explosiveness might be at 90%, but his experience is at 200%.
Still there. Manny Pacquiao getting back in the ring again for a world title fight.
Well, obviously, you know, it has to be pertaining to any kind of money. You know, it has to be financial. I mean, any fighter that comes back, especially from retirement, a guy like Manny Pacquiao, it definitely has to do with money. One. Two, I think Manny Pacquiao, I think his C game is a lot better than anybody, a lot of guys' A game, even with the age. But you have to take into account the last time he stepped foot in that ring, man, against Ugas. You know, he didn't look good. He was outmatched by, you know, a younger fighter. Barrios is no slouch. Barrios is a young fighter, you know, bigger fighter, knows how to, you know, control distance very well, can punch a little bit. Like, he's no easy task for anybody in the welterweight division. And for Manny to come back after this long and to face a young guy like that is dangerous.
As for Mario Barrios, he's no pushover. At 29, he's in his prime and recently fought on the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson undercard, a high-profile stage. Barrios holds a 3-0-1 record in his last 4 fights, with losses only to elite level. Fighters like Javona Tank Davis and Keith Thurman, he's young, hungry, and dangerous.
Mario, we got the win. How do you feel about your performance?
I felt all right about it. The eye, it made it hard to get my rhythm, to get my range down. But of course, you know, I'm gonna stay in there.
No excuses, but you know, being sick didn't help.
Story on the right.
Being sick with the flu didn't help. You got it done, baby.
Last question, GH. It's rumored that Manny Pacquiao could possibly face Mario Barrios.
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao is 45 years old. What you think of that fight?
Sound like Pacquiao trying to hit a lick. You know what I mean? But Pacquiao not Pacquiao no more. It's tough to go against him in this situation, because if it was some years ago, Pacquiao would beat Barrios' ass. But right now, Barrios, with his momentum, might fuck around and beat Pacquiao up. I mean, not knock him out, but, you know what I mean, beat him on the cards, beat him behind that jab.
Similar to like Ugas, the Ugas fight?
Yeah, like on some shit like that. It's a good fight, but it's more of a good fight for Barrios. Pacquiao don't need it, but Pacquiao want to come back, and he want to come back with a bang. So, I mean, why not? If he can make it happen, make it happen.
Boxing, the answer is yeah, probably. In the ratings world and activity world, the answer is probably not.
Do you think it's strange that he's coming off the couch and getting a title fight like that?
I think when you've achieved what he's achieved, you've always got the right to do things a little bit differently to others. And with all due respect, Barrios is not Boots, and Barrios is not Crawford. You know, and that's why, you know, we pushed the Conor Benn fight. Conor Benn, like, his best win is against Algieri or Van Heerden.